Clearly, this is a phenomenon. True crime is a fascination of people. Is this all bad, or is there an upside to it?
I do not think it's all bad. There is an upside. And the upside, I believe, is there's something for potential victims to learn listening to these stories, watching these stories. Let's put the glorification over here. What can be learned? And when I was a young, very young psychiatric nurse in my 20s, and I worked in maximum security at Northwestern University Hospital. And I found myself one day sitting across the table from a young man, a teenager, who had been admitted to our unit for 30 days of observation and treatment. He had murdered his mother. I wanted to know what in the world could have been going on in his life with his mother, the one person in the world to whom he was dependent on finances, love, housing, everything, and he murdered her. What went on there? What was wrong in that relationship? And I thought, the more I knew about him and how that happened, then I would be able to handle things like that in my future. Not that I'm concerned about killing my mother, of course, but there were other patients through the years that were on the unit because they did something horrible to another person. And I thought, the more I knew about them, why they act that way, why they did it, how they did it, how did they get away with it, I thought I would be personally safe for myself if I ever encountered anyone like that.
Both of you have said that Dahmer presented with one persona, and then when he got in a different situation, privately shifted to another. And one of the things I've talked about before is, we're raised to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I've always said that's insane to me that you give people the benefit of the doubt. You collect data, and when you have enough to make an informed decision, you make the informed decision. And what you're saying is this alerts people to the fact that there's a makeup for these kind of people, and you learn by watching what they do, how they do it, how they manipulate, how they control, all of those sort of things. And if you can look through all the television magic and look at the patterns, there is some instruction there that people can learn from. Do you learn something from watching some of these shows? Okay, right here, front row.
Hello, my name is Trevor Roll. I watched the movie or TV show on Netflix with my husband, who couldn't sit through the first episode. But unluckily, I felt bad now because I forced him to watch it with me. But what really got me was the ending, just having that sympathy, because I am religious, and the glorification of seeing somebody that did so many crimes and just witnessing or just glorifying the fact that he got baptized kind of really moved me, in the sense of this conflict of trying to have sympathy for somebody that does something so evil, and have victims and families that's suffering from it. And that really put me in a spiral and made me rethink about the things that I want to watch, the things that try to manipulate my sympathy for these evildoers in life.
Well, coming up, Lionel says he forgives his son and wants victims too as well. I'll get Billy and Preston's response to that next and talk about something that kind of underlies what I think's going on with Jeffrey Dahmer. And we're starting to push the envelope of evil. Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.